네가 바란 대로 나는 될 거야 랩스토어 Working for bills 더 늘어나는 팀 네가 싫어하던 게 늘어나 Living one life better life 또 따라오는 사랑은 나 thanks to the God 한기만은 밭도 넘어지면 다시 일어나서 세상에 충지를 빡 왔던 대로 그냥 하던 대로 스타일 사인 족가고 그냥 막 가는 거지 이제 말만 하는 워너비들 깔아놓고 수면 위로 하여 위로 올라가지 Red flow 팀 네가 바라던 팀 아메리 내 법을 할리우 던져리 아무도 못 보는 이유 난 너무 높아 엎지르지 않는 그 위치 리듬 타고 다니던 switch Fuck your team now we EDM world like me 이제 세상이 나를 주목해 watch me Fuck your game I win 거꾸로 올라가줘 shoot 반대로 살아난지 One way story shade 눈이 넘치 dude
Another level's of lies 더 큰 거짓말 위에 삶 I got another level's of lies 나는 더 큰 세상을 삶 또 다른 목표는 나는 펼쳐 비행 시간 현실은 나름대로 섞어 머릿속에 내 모습을 겹쳐 나가 떨어지는 나고자는 바로 나요 Well 향기가 나는 랩 게임 아로마에 빠져 정신이 높은 나요 일요일에 니들 발에 닦아르마 종교에 빠져 시신이 고픈가요 아니면 달리 그냥 살고 싶은가요 또 아니면 다른 그냥 알고 싶은가요 나도 돼요 빈세이 마음껏 나는 그냥 하고 싶은 대로 살아가는가요
리듬 타고 다니던 switch Fuck your team now we EDM world like me 이제 세상이 나를 주목해 watch me Fuck your game I win 거꾸로 올라가줘
So Dad made steak and au gratin potatoes again tonight. It tastes pretty good. The steak is well seasoned. In the minutes, roughly an hour, I would say, leading up to this meal, I spent quite a bit of time practicing Spanish on the Duolingo app. I think a couple hours ago, I just on a whim decided to go on the Duolingo app to complete a lesson, and that's when I saw that despite probably only completing one lesson a day, I was, I think it was in 9th place within the Ruby League. And saw that I would be advancing to the Emerald League. So I made a big 11th hour push that ultimately resulted in me getting more than 100 experience for the day. And I ended up finishing in 2nd place and advancing to the Emerald League. And I also completed an entire Scrolls Province's encounters by using my Cyberus units. Or maybe it's Cerberus units. Which is what I most commonly train on the training grounds. But of course there are also the Banshees, which are also pretty good. I wasn't able to get that balcony daily exclusive, but I'm currently in the running to potentially get the halfling carriage daily exclusive. I'm pretty sure I can get 10 more candies just from the random drops that occur every now and then. My current strategy, I gained the relics by completing those scrolls and province encounters, so that I could gain research points to put towards researching one technology, in particular, City Expansion 25. And I've also been spending my time today working on the 99th Dan Hamming. I think the majority of that work was concentrated on Camtasia Studio 2019. An update is available for the application to Camtasia 2020, but I've refrained from getting the update because I'm afraid that the changes would break the current project I'm working on. Or projects, as I should say. Dad was only able to get 2 au gratin potatoes instead of the usual 4 at Wegmans the other day. And the remaining sour cream was old and smelled bad, according to Dad. So he instead opted to put blue cheese on it. I opted for that because it's a sauce form of blue cheese, which is something I usually like, and this was no exception. Here's some seasoned corn. It tastes pretty good. Recently, I noticed that either it's on the snipping tools end or it's on Lunapic's end, but I noticed that when I make custom props through Lunapic and the snipping tool, there's some kind of discolorization. And lately, I've been experimenting with adjusting the colors in the custom props and Lunapic. I used to think I could universally fix the discolorizations by reducing the amount of green by 20, because that's what I did to resolve the first color prop discolorization, following struggles with trying to resolve discolorization by adjusting the amount of shadows, gamma, contrast, and highlights in the images, also through Lunapic. I was noticing that I was having a lot of struggles with it, so I decided to experiment by, instead of going into adjust light levels, I went into adjust colors on Lunapic. And I have to say, it's been quite successful. Thanks to the third-party website Lunapic, I rarely have to use the GIMP application. That's downloaded onto my laptop, which is good because GIMP can be pretty onerous to use. Because it can be pretty hard to find exactly what tool you're supposed to use to achieve what you intend to achieve. The current way? Well, it's just that the current way can be improved. Excuse me. I recently upgraded one of the steel manufacturers in preparation for ultimately doing this Dwarven side quest. This steel manufacturer is now at the same level as this one, and I think maybe when I get a future city expansion, I'll upgrade this steel manufacturer to the level 16. The quest is asking. Or maybe I'll opt to complete this one first, since I know that it was only not too long ago that I was having struggles with supply shortages. But now things are going significantly better. I currently don't have the coins to upgrade this main hall, but that may very well be what I do next. Of course, there's also the matter of the very next city expansion I get when I finish researching City Expansion 25 and activate it. I'm going to spend it on upgrading this Dwarven portal to its highest level. This is the current situation with the settlement resources. And it was only just today, I think, in the first hours of today, that I discovered the zoom out function, which helps you to see the entirety of your city on Elvenar. This is ultimately what the whole thing looks like. It ultimately took quite a bit of effort.
One more?
Yes,
Oh, you're
please.
still filming?
Mm-hmm.
Should I come back in a little bit?
Sure.
How was it?
Great.
Wasn't as juicy, but it was cooked a little bit more, so I like it that way a little bit. Still had the pinkness in it though.
Yeah, it was good.
So all I got are corn and steak. Okay.
Okay, that's
Here, I might
good.
as well take it now, right?
Yeah, there's only one little piece left.
All right. I'll get you some more. How was the blue cheese with the potatoes?
It was good. The current scene I'm working on, and I have Dan Hamming. The arrival of Dan Hamming onto the aftermath of the robbery of Caesar's dad, and the Uber driver by the trio. I'm currently working on the movement of Dan Hamming's arm to show the movement of pushing a car door slammed shut. I earlier experienced with the spring and bounce scene, but I didn't like the way it turned out.
What? You didn't like the way it turned out?
I'm talking about my Dan Hamming. Lunapic.
I thought you said like, oh, the steak wasn't good. You didn't like the way it turned out.
It was good.
I know.
That's quite some timing, isn't it?
What's that?
You walked in just as I said that while talking about,
Dan Hammy.
yeah, my work on DH99.
Right. I know. I know. I just figured I'd have some fun with you.
That's good. So I'm going to try out and see how full linear easing works out. In the next draft I do, of this Camtasia project. During my Spanish push, I saw that there were new Duolingo stories. And I'm having quite a few thoughts of going over and making videos out of the Duolingo stories. In particular, the ones that feature a cast of characters that I've grown familiar with. Eddie, Jr., Oscar, Vikram, Lily, Lynn, and so forth. The new Duolingo stories were a new series of these kind of new Duolingo stories. I did the Duolingo story Vikram's Plants, which made me laugh when I found out that Eddie killed Vikram's plants by watering them too much. I'm thinking of recreating these Duolingo story characters in Vion's business friendly theme, and then somehow ripping the audio from the Duolingo stories. It doesn't seem like too bad an idea.